Flood alert for the river stepping. Oops. Steeping is it down. And then we'll get a plank and walk the plank over and level it all off.
Les said soon as Mendes done that.
Done it again. Going to Morrison's. We've got a quarter of a lamb in our. How high? It's not that bad, to be fair. That's yeah. If you didn't know the river level. This is. This is a different. This is in an ox skin. It's another day off, and it's an extremely grim, wet, soggy, rainy, autumnal October day. It's pretty well not stopped raining now for 2 days. We've got some big puddling on our drive, which we've not had before, or not seen here before. And I think we mentioned that we'd had a mini digger doing some excavation work in our garden the other day. So I will get Sandra to explain a little bit about what went on and where we are now. So it wasn't ideal timing because of the rain, but hey ho, we had to get some hedge roots removed, some other plant roots removed, and at the minute we've got a lot of quagmire outside, which I'm going to show you. And what's obviously happened, because the digger's been up, is pulled up all the clay to the top of the surface, which is now holding the water. So we need the rain to subside and some of the surface water to go. And then basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to have to be foot stamping on the ground, because we haven't got a roller. And we've got some planks, some old planks of wood around the back, which will be also stamping just to level the ground down. And we've ordered some grass seed. So even though we are in October, if we can get the grass seed down before any heavy frost, because the ground's still quite warm. When it rains, the majority of the time, the rain is warm water. It's not freezing cold water like sleet or anything like that. So all being well, we'll get the grass seed to take over winter. If not, it's going to have to be reseeded in the spring. So we know this is going to be a bit of a mess. There's a lot of mud on the paving stones that we've got, which we knew about, but because the rain's been so torrential, I'm going to try and sweep some of that off. And next up, so I'll take you outside. I'm positive we did have a jet washer, and I'm positive we bought it from Manchester, so I need to go and find that, make sure we've still got that, and check all the hosepipe connections, because once the rain does stop, we need to jet wash all the paving stones down, just clear the mud away and things like that. And as I say, I'm going to be wrapping up outside. I've just dug out a winter coat that's waterproof, and it's long and it's thick because of the rain. It's just bobbins at the moment. And then we're going to go shopping with Sandra. And this morning we need to go and get some bits and bobs. I need my meals for the nurseries when I go back to work and stuff like that. So hang on with us, and we will be taking. Oh, we've got a problem with our new dishwasher as well. So I've got to remove everything off the side in our utility room, take off the worktop, and just get to the back of the dishwasher. And fingers crossed, no dramas. Always a drama. And I've also fitted yesterday these plates on these hinges down here, which are in one of the wardrobes. I'm trying to show you. You've probably seen our bedroom ages ago. We've got some very big, really seriously heavy, full-size mirrored wardrobes, and one of the hinges on Sandra's side had come off, and he's like, oh god. Anyway, you can buy these plates. So this was a casualty that screw on, but this hole here, I don't know if you can see the inside hole, we've had to make an additional hole. This one broke. Fortunately, I got spare ones, and basically this screws on, and it enables you to do a repair on hinges. So yeah, if you never knew that, so things like this as an example, if these ever break off, you can put a plate on and re-screw things in. So that was a job yesterday, and that was a bit challenging because we ended up trying to hang the door on without taking the hinges off. Anyway, we've nailed that, and it wasn't so bad in the end. Sandra's got some very muddy feet. Right, it's quagmire out here. You'll see the problem. So let's start at the front, shall we, and work our way back. This rain has not helped matters at all because everything is just now waterlogged. But 2 or 3 days of dryness and it will come back. So again, we'll get Sandra to explain a bit more. There was roots down here have been taken out. We had 2 bushes here which is sort of taken over this grassed area, so they've been lifted up. But what will happen with this, even though it's all looking a mess, this all needs stamping down, and then we'll get a plank and walk the plank over and level it all off and seed, and then do the Ministry of Funny Walk. So even though that looks a mess, it will. Grass always comes back. The other one that was really deep rooted was we had another plant here, so that's been up, and again we're going to have to do the same with that. And again, this absolute torrential rain we've had, it's not really stopped raining for 2 days. Has not been good. The ground here was covered in bits of mud, but thankfully the rain has washed a lot of it away, so I'm going to go and get a yard brush now. Oh, and look, Fitbill, these are my winter sort of foot boots on, fur-lined ones, Fitbills. So I'm going to go and get a brush and do that. And then at the back we've got a lot more where the hedging was, which again just needs levelling and, fingers crossed, seeding up. We've got a lot of surface water. It's not raining, so I'm not going shopping yet. I'm just trying to get rid of the, sorry, I'm not giving it a full jet wash, I'm just getting rid of the clumps of mud over here. And then, as I say, it does need a proper jet washing. It's not even here, but just for now, just all these clumps of mud. So when we're walking in and out of the house, we're not walking it in potentially. Run around the back. I just need a couple of days of dryness now, so I can sweep a lot of this up again. Hasn't had any rain for an hour. Right, again, it's not perfect this, because as I say, we need a couple of days of complete dryness. But all here now, all the mud, so that's just a muddy puddle. That was on the walk area, is now cleared, so we're not all walking. So if you come outside into the garage or into the bins, you're not walking loads of mud into the garage. But it does need another couple of hours of jet washing to get that finished. And I've got soggy feet and soggy trousers. I put a raincoat on. As soon as I put the raincoat on, it stopped raining for an hour. I've jet washed a lot of it. So how did all the digging go on?
Less said seen as Vendist on that, anyway. This one was the hardest to get out.
So that'd be a bit like taking a great big wisdom tooth out. So if you pull it all out, so this, as I say, it looks bad, but it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, to be fair. We just need the water to subside a bit. We need to walk it and plank it, seed it, and then, as I say, I've got rid of, a lot of the mud's gone now down here. So how long was he here for? It was most of the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, half a day.
Half a day, and then the other plants over there got removed, didn't they?
Yeah, so there's actually an inset square for planting something in, so probably put one of the forsythias in there.
So I noticed that was there before, but is that where he pulled out? So just trying to keep. I've got trainers back on now. So is that where he's pulled the plant out? So whatever was planted there had ended up getting a bit wild. But as I say, this looks bad, but
I'll still have taken out that green thing, so might put one of the forsythias there as well.
yeah, okay.
Prettier.
Um,
And maybe a couple alongside.
No, by April next year that'll be looking green. All being well, it'll be greened up by November if the grass seed takes. And then show Sandra. So Sandra's just been walking Rasher. So all here was caked in mud now, and that's all gone. Just so there's a tyre track there, and that's already looking a lot better. So the main problem I've got is down the bottom of the garden, round here. There's a dip where I'll show Sandra in a minute. I won't film it. Where the oil tank here. We're here. We're at Skegness Tip again. Quite painless. There's nobody here but us.
I think the trick is, Neil, is to come when it's raining. Nobody seems to want to come when it's raining.
No, but it started to rain again, and I took my raincoat on and only got my little hoodie on now.
I think you mean took your raincoat off.
Yeah, right. Morrison's, we've done it again. Going to Morrison's. We've got a quarter of a lamb in our new freezer. One freezer's full, and the meat man's here. So, what we just bought, Sandra, we've done it again. So we just got 4 chickens for a tenner. And we got some chickens from here last time, and they were really, really nice. Just show you what we've got. And then I've got 4. Hang on, they're the chickens, aren't they? Sorry, that's there. And then we've got 2 kilo bags of bacon and 4 packs of different sausages, and you can see there. We got all of that for a tenner. Bargain. Going to live on sausages, bacon and chicken for the rest of my life. Oh, not forgetting the little lamb. That's deceased in the freezer. Right, now we'll go to Morrison's and get some food to go with it. Sausage casserole. What a sausage casserole for? You don't like sausage casserole, do you? No, I don't mind. A lot of people don't like sausage casserole because the sausages are.
I'd like it better if the sausages were cooked before they went in the casserole.
Well, you can cook them and put them in. As I say, a lot of people don't like them because they're sort of boiled sausages, aren't they?
So effectively, yeah, it's just I don't like boiled sausage is the main thing. But if they were pre-cooked, it'd be alright.
Keir Starmer likes sausages, doesn't he? We need to take a sausage hostage. What are you going at?
They probably won't have any. I've had liver for ages. I think of that.
Yeah, they won't have liver.
I didn't see any.
Yeah. I'm sorry, there's a taxi here. I don't know if you can see this blue taxi here. It's like a little minibus. It's Nick's Happy Cab. Oh dear. Right, so we've just sort of come in by the back lane. There's lots of pooling of water, isn't there?
So it's still quite windy, so I'm having a bad hair day.
I need my hair cutting as well. It's I don't know why it sticks up like it does.
Thankfully, there's a dry few days coming up because the water tables are very high at the moment.
Yeah, so just say down in the nurseries, I dare say the entrance and is going to be flooded, and Swan Lake is going to be back again, and yeah, all fun and games. So when we had the plastering done, I've forgotten the name of the plasterer now. So he moved here from, I don't know where he come from now. So he was on his 3rd year here, and he was saying the one thing he hates about Lincolnshire is when you get a wet winter. He says all it does it's just wet all the time, and he's really having a real moan about the wetness. But it can't be more wet than Manchester, can it? Manchester is the rainy city, isn't it?
That's the weird thing, like as things used to be, the east side was generally considerably drier than the west side.
So I think with my own bit of experience, I think what tends to happen is when you do get the heavy rain, it tends to be more driving rain, where Manchester it just pees it down all the time. But over here, I don't know, it's just a more windier coming over. Anyway, let's get to right. We've both just had the first ever. Been going on about the rain and how high everything is and everything, and I've never had a text alert before. Well, we've got a flood alert for the river stepping. Oops. Steeping, is it? Sorry. Steeping. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen I've seen heavy rainfall in the river steeping area. This means the river steeping and its tributes are now rising. It will lead to flooding in low-lying land and roads close to the river from the afternoon on Tuesday. Gardens and Dunk. Anyway, yeah, I've never had one of them before. Is it exciting or frightening, Sandra?
I still can't believe how flippant you've been about the whole flood issue.
It will be fine.
Well, there already isn't, actually.
Hey, right, so there's the Bateman's Brewery campsite grass needs cutting, doesn't it? That's actually been cut. That's Dunk. I wouldn't really fancy being on there at the moment. So we've just come down with Sandra to the... What's that, like an outlet or what's going on up there? To the river steeping. I keep calling it steeping. So apparently the flood alert's more towards Horncastle direction.
It's from Horncastle direction all the way down to Wainfleet End.
Right, so where we are here, this does sometimes flood right over. It's a bird there. It's not a coot, is it? It's back to us now. Is it a coot? It's a bit big for a coot, but so we had a walk down here a few weeks ago. And you can see how high it's not that bad, to be fair. That's yeah, if you didn't know the river level, you wouldn't think that that's particularly high. Got bits of debris coming down, and then it goes over to the other side. Well, thankfully the rain has stopped for the last couple of hours, hasn't it? It's
so it's forecast dry for a few days, so unless they're wrong about that, it should hopefully start to drop a bit, we hope.
Fingers crossed. Right, so we're just on our way back from Morrison's. Sandra just picked up a prescription from the doctors. And while she was doing that, I had a Morrison's steak pie. That was very, very nice. Booby tours on the list of things to do. So we've just parked in front of the cottages near Bateman's Brewery. Right, we've had no rain for 2 hours. So our drive, our load of puddling on it is can't get out. I'm drying up. And all this quagmire that was here, do you remember that earlier for this morning? All covered, is definitely improving, and in here now, that's massive difference. This is just this torrential rain, and then down at the back, where our oil tank is, we're going to need to get a spade and scoop out. We've got loads of moss down there, and you can see down here. So when I was jet washing earlier, I just jet washed all that up. All down there now is fairly clear. All the mud that was here is pretty well gone, and tomorrow allegedly we're going to have some dry weather, so all being well, tomorrow we'll be able to continue with things. Pressing on, so we're having a bit of a fry up with some bacon, sausages, which are going in the Kasori air fryer, and some baked beans. I've got some spam from the other day left over. And thank you to Pauline and the Hardys who were staying in the cottage. They bought us something. I've got a doorbell going. Hang on a moment. All happening. Right, I need to turn that over. We're going to have a game of guess what's in the parcel. But what I was saying is, back when we were living in Manchester, a delicacy, especially Bury. If I say Bury Market, many people will know what we're talking about with Bury Market, and they have black puddings. I call them kidney sort of shaped black puddings, traditional black puddings. And when you're not sort of in the northwest, most people slice black pudding and fry it and have it with a breakfast. But the delicacy where we're from So this is just a different. This is in an ox skin. If I was reading before, it's not quite the same as a berry black pudding, but basically you boil them, and you can actually have black pudding with a bit of tomato ketchup, some bread and butter. And it's you're laughing at.
That's what I was trying to do, but you took it off the heat.
Oh,
Can I put it back on now?
What were you trying to do?
Boil it.
Oh, you're trying to boil it. Okay, right. Sorry, Sandra's trying to boil it. Anyway. So we're having some traditional black pudding. We've got load of sausage, got load of bacon. So we've bought all that bacon from the meat man before. And Sandra hasn't noticed, when I was jet washing outside, I cleaned all the outside of the windows. So they were all very, very mucky. And they've just had the outside?
Yeah.
Right, so I've got your present, Sandra. There you are. Don't show our address. Come on, you're trying to look inside it. So no cheating. Guess what's in there? Sorry, my ankle is giving me jib.
Not sure.
Go on, have a look. Have a look. I'll show the address. So peel around in and pull the packet out. So some of you, as soon as we name what this cloth is, are going to know what it is. But a lot of you will not have heard of what I bought Sandra. Well, I've not bought Sandra. I bought it for us both. There we go. Yeah, pull it. Pull. That's it. What kind of cloth is it?
Scrim cloth.
It's a scrim. This is a scrim cloth. So, what is a scrim cloth, Sandra? I think I was setting up a YouTube channel called Neil Creates.
It looks like a Hessian bag to me.
Neil Creates. Neil Creates Bedlam.
You said it.
So what is it? What is a scrim? What is a scrim cloth? So a scrim cloth, and I don't know whether this is a decent one. It's only quite small. It's what window cleaners use for buffing up the windows. So a traditional window cleaner has a sort of spongy thing on the windows. They have to squeegee it off, and they finish off with a scrim cloth. It's a window clean cloth. Scrim.
I've come across that.
What was the name of that skinny guy with glasses? They sing about when I'm cleaning windows. Was it Norman Wisdom? George Formby. When I'm cleaning windows, I've got Sandra a scrim cloth. But I dare say it's going to be me who's going to do it. So tomorrow plans is I'm not going to show you inside our conservatory because there's a load of washing lines.
I just didn't film myself cleaning the windows. Well, you know.
I just cleaned the windows. I didn't film myself cleaning the windows. So tomorrow we've got to remove the top and plugs and everything out of our utility room and pull this dishwasher out to see what the issue is. Depending on the weather, whether we go out for an hour somewhere, I'm not sure. And we've got a bit of sorting out to do with this old Adria caravan malarkey coming up. But for now, I think we'll wrap this video off here because it's not raining, Sandra. It's not rained for about 2 hours.
A glimmer of sunshine.
There is sunshine.
Just a glimmer.
There you go.
I had to drive out last night. On even the main road, there was just so much water. A lot of standing water.
Is it the start of something coming up for the next?
Hopefully not.
Over winter. Right, say to our Sandra.
Bye for now.
What kind of campsite warden am I?
Soon to be. Erstwhile.
From the Erstwhile Campsite Warden. I'm still technically speaking. I am still a campsite warden, so I'm not actually Erstwhile.
You're on the cusp. You're on the cusp.
I am. Farewell. Keep smiling.